Darnath Lysander is regarded across the Imperium as one of the most steadfast commanders of the Imperial Fists, known for his unyielding discipline and uncompromising adherence to duty. A veteran of countless sieges, he wades through his foes like a warship smashing through stormy seas. Each blow of his hammer reduces enemies to bloody ruin, sweeping whole ranks of warriors from their feet. All the while, Lysander's obstinate scowl never wavers, his determination absolute. Hi, it's Tacticus, and today we have a look at the first legendary character from the Adeptus Astartes faction. First legendary? Well, if we get a rogues gallery of different chapters, I wouldn't be surprised if we see some other legendary characters appear. You will be able to secure Lysander in his first legendary event, starting on the 30th of August. I will definitely let you know whom to prepare for the event and what enemies you'll face. But for now it seems Thoth, Nicodemus and Girascraps are a good bet to work on. Look at him. This is the spitting image of the stoic Space Marine Terminator, complete with a shield and thunderhammer for massive threat projection. A cloak and no helmet? Yeah, this must be a leader. The armor isn't too different from the other Terminators we have, but this one is yellow. And as an Imperial fist, of course, the hammer has a fist on it, as does the shield, and his belt, and his cloak. Wow, heavy-handed. Pun intended, of course. He even has his name written on his shield, so he can't forget it. I hope he never looks up and sees the Dorn on his back, or he'll be very confused. Okay, that was a bit tongue-in-cheek, but I like him. Looks proper heroic and finally a Terminator with a new weapon type. Looking at Lysander's stats, he, usual for Terminators, is slow at move 2, somewhat mitigated by the deep strike trait, getting him close to his enemies in round 1. And he has the defenses to run ahead, at least for a little. His health is the 13th best in game, on par with Aesoth or Barakiel. The armor, expectedly, is also fantastic in place 5. This is exactly the same as Aesoth, and you know that he isn't going down easy. Bolstering his defenses is the resilient trait, making him unkillable with a non-overkill attack if he's not already at 1 health, and of course, putting him ahead of Aesoth, the Terminator trait, reducing the first attack other than direct or psychic damage he suffers by 75%. Aesoth with Terminator, this is a walking tank as the Sons of Dorn are supposed to be. Playing into the defensive setup, his equipment mainly focuses around a block item and a booster, along the usual crit item. Looking at the offensive side, Lysander only has a single hit of power damage. 1 hit generally is a good thing, fitting in legendary event strikes and also being easily buffed by extra hit abilities like Vitruvius's or Thoriad's. Against no armor, his attack is slightly below average. If we factor in his crushing strike if he didn't move though, he becomes more formidable. A fortress isn't supposed to walk, you know. Against high armor it is similar. Slightly below average vanilla, but a way better considering his crushing strike. Well, crushing strike won't always be around, but you know what will? His passive, Icon of Obstinacy. Wow, I learned a new word today. He himself and all surrounding Terminator units deal roughly half an Eltron in extra damage. If they don't attack, they'll instead add that to their armor. Both get also increased by 25% of their block value, depending on his passive level of course. That's interesting. An ability that hinges on an equipment doesn't often appear. I might be tempted to put a force field instead of an iron halo on him, but that extra block value affecting the attack, which would also make him a better attacker. He'll also buff multi-hit Terminators the most, so his closest friends will probably be Abaddon at 5 hits and Angrax, Thoth, Vrask and Cesare at 4. A lot of chaos in there, but it is what it is. I'm still very happy he buffs all Terminators. Considering only Epic 1 equipment here, now just for himself, his armor is suddenly the 2nd best place, ahead of Maladus. Attack-wise, it of course doesn't help him that much. That makes him close to Eltron in buffing power, with a narrow target but also affecting himself. Nice buff. Looking at his active Titan Hammer squad, it lets him mark a free hex on the battlefield not adjacent to an enemy. He himself and all friendly Terminator units in his vicinity get healed and get a high amount of extra block damage until their next turn, before being able to move on and adjacent to the marked hex. You can just straight up teleport him and all Terminators into hexes, and you can effectively teleport them next to the enemy. The extra block value will further increase their damage through his passive, making them quite immovable and granting you a lot of flexibility on the battlefield. Can you imagine how strong that could be in a tournament arena lapping up objective hexes? You can't use it the first round of the battle, but you're in deep strike and can go wherever you like then anyways. Okay, is he good then? Depends. I mean, you're certainly never lacking options for Imperial campaign heroes, and we will see how often we can actually include Lysander anywhere, as incursions and including all Space Marines, don't feature the Astartes faction yet. Maybe that will change. I see him being the core of an extremely fun tournament arena team, being able to often get 2 mission hexes in one fell swoop. I don't see him in the Lavis Totus team yet. He can deal massive hits, especially when he's able to stand still doing so and you've fully equipped him, but it will take ages for people to build him that far, so let's not make assumptions at this point. If you want to theory craft in the comments though, be my guest, that might be fun. While he might be too slow for survivals, his 2 teleports just don't account for that in the long run. He is an immovable object with a self-heal, which will certainly help him out in legendary events. There, his hit count makes him available in some hit count reliant requirements, and Crushing Strike and Deep Strike are pretty rare already. Terminator armor has 11 characters without Xenos, but without Chaos we now have exactly 5 characters, lending him some importance. Resilient is not too spread out, only power is a dime a dozen. It seems like he might be useful, especially if he and his Terminator gang all get to heal due to him, and get a little more offensive power. So I'll build him to diamond for legendary events already. When investing in his abilities for this purpose, the active is more important. But I feel as a buffer that can help you out with missions and it directly affecting his own damage, the passive is also important, so investment into both of the abilities is good for him. Before we get to the mythical content, thank you for watching the video this far. Let me know in the comments what you think of Lysander. If you want to help me out, subscribing to my channel and liking this video would go a long way. And if you haven't used the referral code yet, using mine, bet60adu, will get you 100 Blackstone immediately and reward me with various rewards depending on milestones you reach after using it. Thank you for considering it. Lysander currently has no relic he can use. Of course, he's going to profit massively from the use of mythical equipment, strengthening his own abilities offensively and defensively. For mythic missions, Part 1 starts with him needing to defeat a laundry list of enemies. 5 vehicle units can be found in Octarius Mirror. Number 26 is fine, it has 6 low-level ones to easily do this. Defeating 4 big target units can be achieved in a number of ways. Onslaught is okay, but the most accessible has to be Octarius Mirror Elite 37, including 4 Tyranid warriors. Lastly, defeating 2 enemies with the mechanic trait in one battle is a first. We didn't need to defeat mechanics so far anyways. In Arena, you might find mechanical teams that fulfill that niche. Actus and Vitruvius aren't that rare. As it has to be in one battle, tackling a Gibber won't be enough, and there is no level where this naturally occurs. Mission 2 needs him to restore 25,000 health. Get up to 5 Terminators including Lysander. That means you'd need to restore 5,000 with his passive to each. At Blue Star, that would need an active of 46. Everything below is just too low. As he's not a healer and it only works through his active, there's no shortcuts or buffs you can use here. Normally grabbing a health power up could help us in any power up mode, But that won't accomplish anything here either. Bring Lysander and his 4 Imperial Terminator pals with at least 5000 health, stand in Onslaught, or for that effect any campaign battle allowing for them, and let them get damaged. As you can't bring a healer, this is extremely delicate. I feel like Onslaught might be easier as the Tyranids are easier to manipulate. Or Octarius Mirror for that matter. If they all have lost at least 5000 health, use the active. Simple process but hard stat check. Mission 3 is a relaxed overkill mission again, which you can do pretty fast in campaigns, although you need 200 of them. As it's not defeat, you might be able to whittle away at Crots, but it will take some time. Are they getting harder? Mission 4 needs you to defeat 2 enemies that have the Crushing Strike effect. This is new too. You need to find enemies with Crushing Strike and defeat them while they just stand there. Finding multiple of those in one arena battle will be hard, and I do have a solution there. Go to Onslaught, look through the levels, there should be some with Tyrant Guards. Find 2 Tyrant Guards, stand someone next to them and hope they attack instead of moving. If they do, you can kill them. 2 in a battle and you're done. Lastly, mission 5 and dealing 200,000 damage with Lysander will once again take time, but is absolutely fine to do. Just put him in your arena team and you won't have any problems over time. That's it. Thank you very much for sticking with me the whole time. Let me know your opinions in the comments below and I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, I hope you have fun with the game and have a great day.